God only knows the blood on your hands.
Pretty ludicrous coming from the dime store Captain America.
I'll have you know I was actually the official Captain America, so...
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
Marvel fans, get ready. We finally have an extended look at Thunderbolts, the highly anticipated anti-hero team-up from Marvel Studios. Florence Pugh, Sebastian Stan, and David Harbour are back and ready to bring serious heat to the MCU. Let's break down everything we know so far about this team of misfit heroes and their explosive mission.
Is that Bucky?
It's the Winter Soldier.
Thunderbolts is slated for release on May 2nd, 2025, and if the new footage is anything to go by, we're in for a ride filled with action, conflict, and a bit of dark humor.
That guy is so cool.
The film was directed by Jake Schreier and Marvel Studios president, along with an all-star team of executive producers, including Louis Desposito, Brian Chapek, Jason Tamez, and even Scarlett Johansson, are backing this one. In the trailer, we get a chilling line from Yelena, played by the brilliant Florence Pugh. Everyone here has done bad things. Shadow ops, contract kills, she says, giving us insight into the morally gray background of each team member. Yelena, who has already won fans over as Natasha Romanoff's little sister and Black Widow's successor, brings a unique edge to the Thunderbolts team. She's still grappling with her past as an assassin, but now she's found a way to channel it, albeit under questionable circumstances. Then we have David Harbour, who brings back the fan-favorite Red Guardian. Harbour stole the show with his mix of comedy and brute strength in Black Widow, and in Thunderbolts, he's back with even more sarcasm and, of course, the brawn to match.
What kind of super serum did you get?
I don't know, regular. Hydra.
Hydra? Oh, fancy.
Red Guardian is a complex character, a flawed man who's done some questionable things but has an undeniable heart. Seeing him alongside the Thunderbolts team is sure to add a lot of that humor we love, but with plenty of intense action, too. And how could we forget Sebastian Stan's Winter Soldier? Bucky Barnes has gone through one of the most complex arcs in the MCU, from his time as Steve Rogers' best friend to his dark days as an assassin. Bucky's inclusion on this team is intriguing. He's not exactly a villain, but he's had his share of shadows. In Thunderbolts, Bucky serves as a grounded, morally driven figure amidst the chaos of his fellow anti-heroes.
That's what I talk about!
That's not good.
At one point in the trailer, he delivers a powerful line, so you can either do something about it now or live with it forever. It's clear that Bucky's presence will add weight and depth to the story, giving fans yet another chapter in his redemption arc. Joining them are several other anti-heroes and villains, each bringing their own skills and agendas. Olga Kurylenko returns as Taskmaster, adding a fierce, silent killer vibe to the team. Then there's Wyatt Russell as John Walker, also known as U.S. Agent, who's essentially the dark side of Captain America. He's a character who believes in the mission, sometimes to a fault, and his aggressive approach is sure to clash with his teammates. Another returning character is Hannah John Kamen as Ghost, who was last seen in Ant-Man and the Wasp. With her unique phasing abilities, she brings a strategic advantage to the team. However, her struggles with her powers and her painful past make her a perfect addition to the team of misfits, someone who's constantly on the edge, both physically and emotionally. And let's not forget the mastermind behind it all, Julia Louis-Dreyfus as Valentina Allegra de Fontaine. Known simply as Val, she's been popping up in various Marvel projects, recruiting morally ambiguous characters for her own purposes. Val is shaping up to be the MCU's ultimate string puller. She's manipulative, ambitious, and has her own mysterious agenda. The fact that she's pulling the Thunderbolts together means she's definitely up to something big. One of the most intriguing parts of the trailer is a new face, Lewis Pullman's character, Bob. Marvel has kept the details under wraps, and his role is shrouded in mystery. We don't know if he's a hero, a villain, or something else entirely, but his presence in the Thunderbolts lineup definitely has us curious. Marvel loves to surprise us, so keep an eye on Bob. He might just be the wild card. It's worth noting that Thunderbolts faced a few delays due to last year's writers and actors' strikes, which put Hollywood on pause. Production finally kicked off after the labor actions were settled in Los Angeles, but there were some cast changes due to scheduling conflicts. Geraldine Vishwanathan stepped in for Ao Edebiri, and Louis Pullman took over from Stephen Yeun. So, there's been a lot going on behind the scenes to bring this movie to life. Returning to the trailer, one of the big themes is redemption. Yelena has a line that really sums it up: "We are just drifting. And we don't have purpose. You can't escape the past." It's a message that resonates deeply with every Thunderbolt character. Each of them is wrestling with their own demons, their past mistakes, and the questionable decisions that led them to where they are. But, in true Marvel fashion, they're given the chance to do some good, though it's not always for the purest reasons. Marvel has clearly put together a high-octane film, with explosive action scenes showing the team in action. The Thunderbolts are very different from the Avengers. They're not there to save the day out of the goodness of their hearts. They're there because they're given a job, and probably because Val has some serious leverage over them. But this makes for a fascinating dynamic. We're seeing heroes, anti-heroes, and villains fighting side by side, with conflicting motives, creating an edge-of-your-seat experience. Thunderbolts is based on Kurt Busiek's iconic comic series, which introduced the world to a team of reformed villains trying to do good. Fans of the comics know the Thunderbolts have a history of twists, betrayals, and revelations. Will the MCU's version stick close to that? We can only wait and see. With such a stacked cast, Thunderbolts has all the ingredients to be one of Marvel's most unique films to date. It's gritty, it's dark, and it's filled with characters who walk the line between hero and villain. And honestly, that's what makes them so interesting. Marvel is taking a bold step, introducing us to a team that's rough around the edges, but may just have what it takes to save the world, on their own terms. Thunderbolts hits theaters on May 2nd, 2025. Until then, stay tuned, Marvel fans, for more updates and breakdowns. This team of outcasts is ready to shake up the MCU, and we can't wait to see where their story goes. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for all things Marvel. Until next time, stay super, everyone.